Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to show number 2820. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, Robin Fox, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the men's room. On tap today, we whip out the random question. Your guess is as good as mine. Categories, music, and superpowers. Ask the Men's Room is back. Get ready to play Profile This. Plus headlines, the Men's Room Shot of the Day, funable listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
You're getting drunk. All right, here we go. Indiana man mowed someone else's lawn while drunk. Apparently that's a thing. Thanks to a pickup truck, the fleet at BWI Southwest has shrunk. Restaurant in England kindly asked parents to keep kids under control. Giant pandas in China are mysteriously losing their eyes the color of coal. And a giraffe kills a film director in South Africa. It's a weird day. And it's all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours, all right? Life and death. Things are born and eventually things die. That, my friends, is the circle of life, as they say. And sometimes both birth and death, they're all kind of stupid. So, for example, in Denver, a woman gave birth. What makes her situation newsworthy is that she gave birth in a Chipotle parking lot. I don't know why that entertains me so much, but there you go. And keep in mind, a few weeks ago, a woman gave birth in a Waffle House parking lot. Parking lot's the place to be. That's birth. Then there's death. Now, last week, there was a guy who was mauled by a bear. There was another guy who was mauled by a lion. Well, as Miles said, we now have the story of a man who was killed by the dreaded giraffe. It's not nearly as cool. No one ever said lions and tigers and giraffes. Those words were never spoken. The thing is, you just shouldn't mess with wild animals. We say it all the time on this very program. In China, a guy snuck up on a monkey, puts the monkey into a pond. And it was funny for maybe the 3 seconds it took for the monkey and his monkey friends, keep that in mind, to chase the dude down and then beat his ass. Monkeys don't have the sense of humor you're looking for. But these are the kind of stories we see that leave us with many questions we would like to ask you in the form of our random question, and this is how it works. You call us, we will ask you a question that completes random. And after you share your riveting answer, we will share with you the news story that inspired said question.
Be part of the big show on the random question. Call 844-999-OLA. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live and send those emails to the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All the shows, and away we go. Welcome to show number 2820. What a large and charged program we have for you today. The exciting return of Ask the Men's Room. If you have a question for any of us here in the Men's Room, just shoot us an email to the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. Ask the Men's Room is coming up right before we drink and toast with a shot of the day. Your guess is as good as mine. The categories today are music and superpowers. We have music that makes us feel good. Mike brought up the story in headlines, I believe, at some point in time last week. And superpowers. Those are the categories.
All right.
With your guess is as good as mine. And, of course, today is the day we do our random question. 844-999-OLA.
Random.
Hello,
random,
Brian.
Random,
welcome
random,
to the Men's Room.
Hola.
All right, Brian.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, man. Welcome to the program. All right, Brian, let's get your question here. Okay. What did you end up doing drunk? What was your monumental drunk occasion?
That's a fun one. there was a time where I drank like half a bottle of Stolichnaya by myself.
All right.
Which was a good time. And we were out in our backyard, and we had a fire pit. I ended up throwing the bottle into the fire, which it shattered and pissed a lot of people off. I ended up running out into the street with a chair from inside the house and trying to punch through it, and it was like an oak chair, which that was not going to happen.
But was this your home, or were you at someone else's place?
No, this was at my house. My house was like the party house, so this was definitely my house. And then it just kind of derailed from there. I don't really remember much after that. But yeah, it was a good time.
What were you told you may have followed some of that up with?
I vaguely remember throwing like glasses, like cups, like into the street and shattering them. Do you live in
a populated neighborhood, or do you live out in the cut?
No, I live in a populated. At the time, I lived in a populated area near in Edmonds.
Okay,
and so
good times.
I'm sure your neighbors loved you, man.
Well, I mean, my neighbors were like potheads, and so they were pretty much cool with it. Like they didn't care.
All right, the reason we asked, what did you do drunk?
I'm hoping that's from this weekend.
Good times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just laughing. Like, I can imagine being a pothead. Well, yeah, but still be
Can you?
Is that guy out there, like, throwing bottles in the street?
That's what I mean. Like, even smoking weed, like, hey, man.
A Franklin, Indiana man who's been arrested once for driving his lawnmower while drunk was arrested again Saturday for the same reason, according to the sheriff's office. A deputy was sent to a Franklin lawn around 5:15 in the afternoon after a caller said a man wearing a neon green shirt riding a red lawnmower pulled into his yard and began to mow his grass. The caller said he told the man to get off his property. A Franklin officer spotted the man headed west on his lawnmower on County Road 100 North. He was identified as Barry K. Ridge. Ridge told the deputy that he was headed back from his uncle's house. He said he'd had a couple of drinks, maybe an hour ago, 3 beers. According to the police report, Ridge's breath test at the county jail registered .165.
Damn.
He was arrested on a preliminary charge of OWI, operating while intoxicated. He is currently awaiting trial on another OWI arrest from April, where he was reportedly on his lawnmower in a Kroger parking lot causing a disturbance. So this guy's gimmick is
his lawnmower.
He gets drunk and he gets on his lawnmower and he drives around town and he causes problems.
I got to think that he was doing a bad job because he was that drunk. Because I'm thinking, all right, I look at my window, there's someone I don't know mowing my lawn. If they're doing a good job, do I, like, honestly, if he does a good job and he leaves, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I mean, was there anything else suspicious besides he just wasn't his lawn?
He just was mowing someone else's lawn. I mean,
what time was it again?
It was 5:15 in the afternoon. I wouldn't bitch.
Yeah, I'm saying if he's doing a good job,
right.
I would not say a word.
But I guess it just depends if you know him.
Right. Hey, man, and I'm not kidding. Complete stranger, like, I'm going to let you make one pass, right? I'm watching you from the window. Like, what the hell? Like, that's a nice cut. They circle back around. You know what, man? I'm going to let it. I don't know why this is happening, but I'm going to let it happen. It's like someone, you hear this every once in a while, someone broke into someone's house and, like, cleaned their apartment. Like, you kind of feel violated, but on the other hand, you're like, you're going to break into my house.
Random.
Hello, Miguel. Welcome to the men's room.
Random.
Hello, Miguel.
Hello.
Hello. This is Miguel.
Hello, Miguel. How are you?
Good news.
Awesome.
Okay.
Bass, guitar, drums, piano are world peace for men and women. 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Miguel Salas Music.
All right, Miguel. That's exciting. Let me see here.
I mean, for you.
Yeah. All right, Miguel. Let me see here. All right, Miguel, I'm going to give you this one. What animal should you have not messed with? Miguel, what animal should you have not messed with?
A Galapagos Island reptile. Giant reptile from the Galapagos Islands.
Why were you on the Galapagos Islands, and what was the reptile?
I was in the Marines, and we're on an island that had giant lizards and reptiles. It was fun, man. They had nightclubs. They had Air Force, Marines, Navy, Army, mess halls.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm in.
You got some giant reptiles on
Like being
there?
on tour.
How'd you get into the fight with the reptile?
Bass guitar drums, piano champion Miguel Salas.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That explains it.
That does. That
All
absolutely
right.
does.
You know, to be fair, every once in a while, if someone seems a little off, Mike will leave me like a small note, like this person's really excited, or this person's very nervous, or in this case, honest to God, might be a serial killer.
That was the note.
That is the note. That
Okay.
Mike left.
That was right.
Mike, you were tracking well. You were one with the force.
The reason we asked Miguel,
I've never
what,
heard somebody describe something like in that kind of voice and go, "It was fun."
was a good time.
Yeah, I think Mike nailed that.
Okay.
the reason we asked what animal should you have not messed with. An angry monkey got swift revenge on a tourist who pushed him into a pond for a laugh by instantly attacking him. The unnamed tourist was left with scratches and scrapes all over his face and arms when the animal chased him down and got its own back in China. The video filmed begins with a man wearing black jeans and a denim jacket approaching the unsuspected monkey from behind. It's sitting on a railing next to the water when the man gives it a rough shove as soon as he gets close enough. It sends the monkey flying over the edge. The monkey cries as it falls over the railing, but just seconds later, it's back up again. As the man turns to run from the monkey, one of his shoes falls off and he stumbles. Visitors can be heard laughing as the monkey chases the shocked man through the temple. He runs into an alleyway where he clearly thinks the monkey will give chase. It does. Then a group of other monkeys rush to his aid, building the attack to more than one monkey. Good times there.
So
He pushed
I don't
the
know
monkey-
why you would think it's a good idea to push a monkey into a pond. Funny on the surface, sure, like saying it, but you would getting your ass beat by a group of monkeys.
I mean, that's the natural reaction from any animal.
Well, sure, yeah, but just the fact that all of his monkey friends joined in, like, man, you're about to get your ass whipped
Oh, the
by
monkey
a gang of
friends.
monkeys.
Random.
Yes.
Random.
Hello, Caleb. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, Caleb, we want to do a random question here. We're gonna fantasize a little bit, okay? Is that all right, Caleb?
Sounds good to me.
About you in the shower.
No.
How often do you shower and when do you shower?
Every evening.
You shower every night,
Yeah.
and you don't shower in the morning ever.
Not usually. Maybe on the weekend.
Now, what time do you have to get up for work?
Oh, like 3
a.m.?
Jesus.
a.m.
Yeah, I figured that's why you shower. It just seems to me, people that have to get up, no offense, stupidly early to go to work. They
Shower
seem
at
like
night.
shower at night so
Yep.
that you can
I did
minimize
that.
how early you have to
I
get
did
up.
that when I worked in the morning as well. Why do you get up? So what is your job, man?
I work in the woods cutting trees.
But you have to get up that early. Is it just based on the travel you need to get into where the work spot is?
Yeah, sometimes, and then it's just getting up and getting the day started to get it done and out of the way.
What time do you get done?
3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. So reasonable time. All right.
Dang.
Yeah, that's freaking early, man. The
I
reason
do remember, it's just one of these small things to think about. I don't know if I'm the only one, but when I was growing up, all through high school, whatever it was, you'd always shower at night, right? Just so that you could sleep in an additional, 10, 15, like anything you could do. So you always showered at night, and then I don't know when the switch flips, but something happens where it's like, now I shower in the morning. Like, at night, I'm like, there's no chance. I'm not doing it unless I'm covered in dirt, but I will shower when I get up, but not at night.
I like a shower at night, but I feel like I need one in the morning to wake up.
Yeah, I had someone come to my house and stay for a few days. They didn't shower until the fourth day they were at my house.
I can guess who it is. Can I guess who it is?
No,
without saying?
no, you can't.
Yeah, I know
No,
who it
you
is.
can't.
Did this person also poop on the neighbor's house?
Yes, maybe. The reason we asked, or if you go to the gym or work out in the middle of the day,
They
whatever.
poop for the neighbor.
When do you shower? How often? The reason we asked, do you shower every morning or every night? Or
Every morning.
Some people take a couple showers a day, believe it or not.
I mean, right, there's sometimes I'll shower at night, but I'll still shower in the morning.
Believe it or not, it's actually a correct answer. You should be showering at night. According to dermatologists, it's better for your skin to shower after you've been sweating and doing your thing all day. And sleep experts say it also fits in better with your body's rhythm, so showering at night will help you sleep a little better. One more thing. According to the poll, 61% of people say they shower at night versus 39% who shower in the morning. So the majority of people out there shower at night.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I had no idea.
I will be damned.
read
I
that.
just assumed everyone did it in the.
I shower in the morning.
In the
so I was
morning,
like, to
man.
me, I was like, all right, well.
And like I said, I don't know when the switch flipped, but there's something where I'm like, yeah, the morning. It makes more sense to do it at night too. Just think about how gross your sheets can be. Some mornings you wake up and you're like, what exactly came out of my body while I slept? Like whether you got drunk or whatever it is, but there's just certain days you wake up and say, man, we need to wash the sheets.
Sheets are all wrinkled.
Today.
Doesn't it depend on the person and stuff? Like, number one, I'm a man.
Right.
So
thank you, Ted. Hi, Ted. I feel like we're at AA.
My God.
But I'm a bald man. So I feel like showering
On top.
is pretty, but I'm just saying, like, showering's pretty quick. I don't have to worry about doing hair or.
Right, yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're a woman, you got to blow dry a lot of hair.
But you have
Like,
just
it's
as much hair on your face as I do on my head.
Yeah, but it's different. You
It
can
is
have thrill.
different.
And honestly, like,
I can
usually
have a
when I
bad
walk to
beard
work,
day.
there's still moisture in my beard.
Yeah, doesn't
Right?
You just accept it.
Exactly.
Does it get stinky? I mean, you can't really dry it all the way out.
No,
you
man.
can never. You just want it to stop dripping, right? I mean, at that point, you're like, it's damp, but it's not like dripping back to my
Ladies.
skin.
No, it feels dry,
Are you
but
single?
anybody that has a beard that's a little bit
You
longer,
know.
right? When you're walking to work, like you'll be like, damn it, there's still a drop in there.
You can put out a shirt that says, "I have a beard. I know where the moisture is."
Drippy beard.
I mean, it's
What? Put that on your dating profile.
No, Miles, you want to know the worst?
Beard drips.
beard dripper.
The worst is eating
beard.
sushi with beard guys.
Yeah.
Because a drip of soy goes in there. It's not coming out for a couple hours.
And it's gone.
Listen,
Oh, really?
there are certain
What are you
things you
gonna
accept.
do?
If you have a beard, probably with a mustache too, but like every meal you eat, like at home, it's one thing. But like, I don't know, when you're out, you know for a fact 3 or 4 bits of something have disappeared, but they never made it like to your
shirt.
So you know, and you just hope that no one can see this thing that's in your beard. You know what you're eating. You know how bad it might be, man. Just saying. But
Yeah.
Ted, I would be willing to make a bet with you that pound for pound, ounce for ounce, you have more hair on your body than the average person with a full head of hair. Like if you took a
that's
person,
true,
if you
but it's
took
easy to
Miles
dry
and
body hair.
shaved him bald, right, and just all the rest of the body hair, I'm saying you could make a pillow out of your body hair versus
I don't
like
know.
a throw pillow for Miles.
I get the jokes come to me like, "Oh, I'm glad you shaved your legs before you came." I get that a lot. I've had that joke said to me like 3 times in the last year. And I'm like, "You son of a bitch." You know what I mean? Like, if I could grow hair, don't you think I would?
Well,
know
you
what
say
I mean?
you ride a bike, right?
No, I didn't say anything like that. I just said, "Hey, man, I can't grow hair." I
Don't bike people shave their legs and
Oh, swimmers. Maybe bike people do. I don't
And
know.
a lot of dudes for a while, that was just a thing. That's part of the GTL lifestyle.
Well,
shaving your legs?
Shave everything.
Does
Oh, really?
hair really slow you? If I'm competitive swimming,
Part
Michael
of the
Phelps swimming, you know what I mean? Like,
lifestyle.
does hair really slow you down that much?
Yes.
I don't know. I just wish I had something.
You have to shave everything. And now I guess you could keep hair because they wear those suits.
Well, yeah.
That makes them like a seal.
I mean, do they shave their pubes too? Because I mean, those are covered. So
Those
I
are
would-
covered in a Speedo.
Right.
Oh, all right.
Right? So you wouldn't have to shave those, but they have to shave.
Everything else.
Huh.
And you probably shave the pubes at that point.
Might as well.
I wouldn't. I would leave. If I shaved my body as clean as they shave theirs, right? I would leave that thing as bushy as a.
Yeah,
just,
why not?
Right, just for the surprise.
Have it come out of the. Have it
hanging
coming
out of the top. So with your HD
so it looks
TV.
like an awning. It looks like a flap. You know what I mean? Like
It's like you have a pompadour.
like a flip of hair.
I got my Speedo pompadour. And every time I stand on the dive block, there I am.
It's called the D mullet.
Yeah.
Random.
Oh, well known for his dullet. Hello, Sal.
It's a D mullet.
Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. How are you, Sal?
Doing excellent.
Okay, great.
I got the dullet on the brain.
Oh boy! All right, Sal. Okay, let's go. Let's go with this one. I like this one. Have you ever taken a drug test, Sal?
Oh, yeah. I was in the Air Force 20 years. So
How many drug tests did you have to take?
Probably about maybe 10.
Okay, and were they random? Were they based on circumstance? There was a guy. I want to say he was a kid. I don't know how old he was. He was young. He was good enough to be on the PGA Tour. I want to say he shot a 60 or 62 on Saturday. They drug tested him because his drives were so long. No kidding you. Directly after that, yeah, whatever he did, they were like, "Oh, that's not right. You got to pee in a cup," because he played that well.
You can't be good.
I know for a fact that Pat McAfee used to play for the Colts. I follow him on Twitter, and he used to. he used to post pictures of him having to take a urinalysis the Monday after a game when he would lay a smack on someone on kick return. And the NFL, if he knocked somebody out, jacked them back, they would go in and make a pee in a cup. So it's either random and it just so happens and you get the number.
Or you're good.
Or they go, oh, wow, that's unbelievable. LeBron pee in a cup, you know.
I get the sense, though, from your voice, you strike me as a guy where passing a drug test is not a problem.
Back then.
Yeah, but
okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Struggle now.
So did you know the system? Did you know how to beat the system? Did you try to beat the system then?
Oh, no. I never tried to beat the system. Usually they're random. Every once in a while we would have it where the whole squadron would get called in for a piss test.
Did they ever schedule it like after leave or something like that? Like, to me, if I'm trying to catch someone, since that's all this stuff's about, like, wouldn't that be the time to do it?
Oh, yeah, and it was horrible, too, because they had over a long weekend. And then they said everyone report to the theater on base. So the whole squadron had to go to the theater, and we weren't allowed to leave, and we all had to stay there until we peed. So all of us are drinking water, but there's a line of, like, say, 200 people. So, like, about 30 minutes into it, man, I had to piss. And so I told them, I was like, I'm moving ahead of this line. And they said, if you move ahead of the line, you got to start from scratch.
Oh, no.
Like, I guess we're in for a long day then.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do? Just hold it?
Yeah, you had to just hold it. So everyone's kind of like jumping around, and they didn't have near enough people to support the whole entire squadron. So
it sucked. What did you do in the Air Force?
I was a flying crew chief and a mechanic.
And did you retire?
Yep, retired a year and a half ago.
All right.
And
congratulations, man.
If I were to drug test you now,
thank you.
what would I find in your system?
We'll just say it's clean as a whistle.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Yeah,
I bet it is.
Depends whose mouth that whistle's been in.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Well, the reason we asked, have you ever had to take a drug test, and would you pass one now? There is a 26-year-old woman named Angelique Sanchez from Aurora, Colorado, and we brought you the story, but she was trying to get a job at a health clinic last week. She needed to take a drug test for the job, and apparently she knew she was going to fail it. So, and keep in mind, this is Colorado. So she got her hands on someone else's pee, but she knew it had to be warm or the testers would know that she'd smuggled it in. So she took that pee to a 7-Eleven before her test, and she heated it up in the microwave.
Come on.
And then it exploded. So Angelique bolted, and the 7-Eleven clerk found a bunch of yellow liquid dripping from the microwave. He realized what it was, called the cops. They tracked Angelique down to her job interview down the street, and she is facing 1 count of damaging property. And spoiler alert, now that the health clinic knows about the story, she probably won't be getting that job.
Damn.
Probably not.
No.
People make their burritos in there, man.
I can only imagine that it's still about marijuana at this stage of the game as far as a pee test. And
why'd you put it in the microwave? It should be body temperature,
it's
not like boiling hot.
And I know it's a health clinic, but it's Colorado. I don't know.
Who knows?
Random question. 844-999-OLA. More your calls coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Categories: music and superpowers. Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up right after emails from the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. In the meantime, it is our random question. 844-999-OLA.
We've got a couple of comments here. Follow the gamut of everything we've discussed regarding drug tests. Have you ever been drug tested? The guy says, I had to piss test on every new job site in construction. I would eat a lot of asparagus. It would change the odor. He continues.
I don't think they tested on odor, man.
I know, but do you know you're getting tested? I guess I'm just going to eat raw asparagus.
Yeah,
for
maybe
breakfast.
that's just the mess with them.
I think he's just like, look, it's not going to help you beat a drug test, but it's your way of giving him the finger. As far as shaving goes, we're talking about swimmers and bicyclists, right? So bicyclists, it says bicyclists shave legs in case of falling, not for speed. Hair hurts and allows for infection. Plus, smooth legs skip on the road. As far as swimmers shaving, because we're saying like they all shave now, someone points out, 1976 gold medalist Mark Spitz did not shave.
And he still was one of the greatest swimmers of all time. Right?
If you don't know what he looks like, actually, you should Google an image because he might be the hairiest dude. Like, when he got out of the pool, I imagine there was his hair floating.
He looked like a 70s porn star.
He really did.
Maybe everybody was not shaving back then.
I don't remember. I remember because he had a mustache. He had like that 70s silly hair. He was covered in dude.
Oh, man, people were Bigfoot back then.
Right,
They were just absolutely.
He was
bushier,
like
the better.
Burt Reynolds in the pool, and then showering at night versus showering in the morning. It says, "Good God, guys, Miles, for you and me specifically, you're sleeping in your filth. Shower at night, always, every day, unless you pass out on the couch."
Hey, I change my sheets every week. I guess
there you go.
Right? I mean,
well, you should. You're going to bed filthy.
I'm not that dirty. I do sleep with my cat though.
Okay, well, that changes everything, man. Right?
Sleeps beside me, man. I wake up, he's right there. I'm like, what are you doing?
Hello, Paul. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola!
Paul, random question, or do you want an inappropriate question? It's up to you.
I don't care.
You don't care?
It's the inappropriate question.
All right. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I got one of each. I'm the middle child.
Who is your favorite sibling?
Oh, God. I'd have to say my older brother.
Okay.
All right. Why does he win out over your younger sister?
Because just being brothers, we used to do a lot of things with friends. Go egging.
Bonding things like vandalizing people's homes.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I would pick my brother because we used to go egging together.
But no, aren't those your favorite memories?
I guess so,
the bad stuff. I mean, from childhood, my favorite memory is either a good Christmas gift or the horrible stuff we did. The stuff I would kill my kids for now.
Are you still close with your brother?
Yeah, in fact, I've been out here for 8 years after getting out of the military and convinced my parents, my brother, sister, and a friend of mine to move up out here.
Where are you originally from?
Total middle child syndrome. Move to me. Entire family uproots and move to me.
Yep. Illinois.
Oh, Illinois. Okay. All right. Very cool. Yeah, man. Let's see here.
I can't imagine that.
What's that?
Just like calling family, like, I want you, and you should move here. Okay, we'll be there.
They do it.
Then again, I would never make that call.
I'm like, I'm already here.
No, I hate it here.
No, yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm with it, though. I'm taking my older brother.
I've learned to say a few things that I said early on, like, you're going to need to spend at least 4 days out here, man. I mean, to get everything in and to
Stop saying that.
I did a long time ago.
Right.
I mean, a long time. I can't believe that I used to say those things.
Because people misunderstand.
Right, they really do.
You said 3 or 4 days, and it's like 2 weeks.
Now it's a week.
How is it 2
Now
weeks?
it's a week.
I said 3 or
week.
4 days.
It's a week.
Hello, Terry. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Terry, welcome to the show and the random question. Let's go with this one. Everyone's got one. What was the story of your birth, Terry?
So I have two names. When I was born, my mom, she wanted to call me Jason. And I don't know if my dad was jealous of my uncle, who my grandpa named after him. But once I popped out, my dad was like, I kind of want to name him Terry. And so they did. And now I'm 26 years old, 27, sorry, and suffered with the name Terry for that long.
I was going to ask, is your father's name Terry, or did he, like, in other words, was he spreading the pain, or did he just hate you?
Exactly. So when I was a kid, my parents were like, hey, do you want to be, like, called, like, TJ for, like, Terry Jr., something like that? And I was like, no, why? I didn't know they were trying to save me from...
No, they weren't trying to save you because they gave you the name Terry.
Terry? I really never realized that Terry was that much of a hassle.
Because your name's not Terry.
Okay. Terry, what's the biggest problem about being a Terry? I'm not even sure I know.
I'm going to write a book when I'm 40 called My Father's Hubris.
All right. That's right. I had to suffer through this crap, now you do.
Okay, very good.
Exactly.
Really, man, you can't find 8,000 ways to make fun of Terry. One, he's already got one of those cuspy names, so it could be a boy or a girl. So in elementary and junior high, that's half the ammo you need, man.
Mm-hmm. How about Miles? I like guys named Terry.
I'm not saying
the
they're
only
bad
Terrys
guys.
I ever knew. They were awesome.
Dude, I never met a Terry I didn't like, as far as dudes go, but they're still easy to make fun of.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if your name's Enos, you might be the nicest guy in the world, but at some point, guess what I called you?
On the morning of April 10th...
Penis, Miles. I would call him Enos the Penis.
Enos the Penis. Adriana Alvarez went into labor with her fourth child. Quote, we were actually driving down this road to get to the hospital, and we were getting really close to the street, and I told him, hey, we're not going to make it. I feel like the baby is coming. The baby's father, Sal, called 911. The dispatcher's like, I think you need to pull over. And we ended up in front of Chipotle. It was really weird. And that's where the baby was delivered.
Freudian.
Yes. To celebrate, Chipotle invited the proud parents and dispatcher and their whole families for the restaurant for a one-of-a-kind baby shower. pretty cool.
At
Seriously.
Chipotle.
Yeah, they really did. Cake and cupcakes.
Free guac.
Hola. The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.